What's up? This isn't the right camera. We'll fix it. Happy Easter. All right. USB. There you go. Change it. There it is. What's happening? Talk to me, guys. Hey, I'm sure I'll have to say it numerous times tonight, but I'm ending the Sunday show. I mean, I got out and flew the Sportix the other day and the Viper 64. And the Sportix is fixed, except I need to get some I'd like to get some foam tack. Maybe I'll try the CA fix the hinges tonight. That may be enough. But yeah, I'm moving this to one night only. One night only. Sundays are going to be over. Thursdays are going to be over as well. Yep. Yeah, no more Sunday. I'm gonna quit doing Sunday. One a week, I think, is gonna be enough. And there's all kinds of reasons, I suppose. Wednesday, same time, Wednesday. I've talked Kelly into committing to join me on Wednesdays. Thursdays was hard for him. Sundays impossible. Personally, I am 100% done doing it by myself. It's been a hell of a run. It's been awesome. But I've also done it long enough too, where I've seen shows that have multiple people on the panel do extremely well. Personally, those are the shows I would rather watch as well. The only thing I've been bringing to the table is showing up, which is, its own benefit. But yeah, I'm doing it. And Wednesday, we're going to talk about everything. Probably mostly kind of trucks, but in 3D printing and such. Kelly has a 3D printed airplane that he did early on in yeah, I can't worry about when other people's shows are, man. Nobody owns a day. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what time his show is. I've never been to it. I usually go to Scale Builders and Harley on Wednesday. I don't really like doing it the same night as them either. But it's either I do Wednesday or nothing at all, because I refuse to do it by myself anymore. Yeah, it's my life. It's free too. Like, it is what it is. I'm not asking permission. This is just what's happening. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So go to the show you want to go to. You know what I mean? It's not like I want to do the show with Kelly Wednesdays when he's available. That's what's up. Yeah, starting this week. So I would say this is the last Sunday right here. And it was on Saturday forever. And racing moved me. You know, I let racing move me to Sunday. And racing will be happening again here now that it's getting nice outside. I'll be racing 8 scale. So, yeah, dude, the Wednesday show, everything is up for grabs. But I'm just going to do this once a week. I was doing this once a week. Instead twice a week. So yeah, I mean, whatever we're working on is what we'll be talking about. Kelly's a flyer too. Kelly and I are both flyers before we ever got into surface stuff. You know, I give Kelly all the credit for getting me into 3D printing, but I moved Kelly into surface in the first place from being an air guy. So, you know, he's got all kinds of float planes, lives on the water. So, I mean, we're going to be, that's what I think is kind of nice is Kelly and I actually really can do both. Which is cool, right? Planes and trucks. So yeah, it is going to be what it is. Whatever we're working on, whatever we're doing, we're pretty jacked about 3D printing right now. And so we're doing it on Wednesday because that's the only day I can get him to commit. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. I mean, it's not like I got to notify 350 people about it. Yeah, it is what it is. Yep, it's fine. It's fine. This show hasn't offered much except a place to get together for quite some time anyway. The irony of the shop and not doing new releases, you know, kind of removed me out of the loop, but I've been showing up anyhow. Me and Kelly mostly. I mean, I could have guests now, but I've done a few of those. But I'm kind of, you know, grooving on our own projects. You know, no one's forcing our hand. It's not like it used to be where you had to do all of the new stuff all the time and you had a deadline. And that was cool. It was pressure, but it was cool. And now we legit just are going to do what we want to do, you know? So it's just more of the same, just changing the night. I've only been doing what I want to do for the last little while. So, yeah. And you rats can come over on Wednesday. I mean, you followed me anyway. I mean, when this thing started 6 years ago, I was doing it on Thursday. Then I moved to Saturday. And yeah, I've been all over. There was probably a time where I was on Friday. Yeah. Honey Chuck, what up? Michael Bear, Wild Bill, Craig Beaven. Yeah, so I'm not just quitting. I'm just moving it. And I'm putting them both together. Because if I want to talk about planes on a truck show, I have. There's no you know, why not? You know, do what you want to do. This is all for posterity. You know what I mean? So we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing. We've been jamming on these 3D prints. I think it would be all right to print something that flies, but I'll get to it when I get to it, you know? I still wanna mess with, articulated. I mean, I've got articulated drivers, but I kinda wanna get into this, I don't even care if it's really FPV if the video looks like it's FPV. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to wear goggles and drive it that way, um, but it'd be cool to capture the video as if that's what was happening, and I've done that in planes before too, where I've got a camera that I'm gonna highlight important comments like that. "Thanks, dad." Um, yeah, I've done this where in the past with airplanes where the guy's moving around and stuff, and you would think when you watch the video back that it's FPV. Um, and I'm a video maker, so it's the artifact when I'm done is what counts. So whether it's FPV for real or it just kind of looks like it is, I want to see what kind of video I can get going more immersive. And I want to do that with the planes as well as surface. And especially with planes in a in a way because I don't get to film them the same. I have a good camera, but I don't have someone to hold it. And so, yeah, we'll see what I can do. Oh man, honey chuck, that stinks. Michael Bear, you've got a lot going on Wednesdays, apparently. Michael Bear has thrown up 3 different conflicts. What was it? Community service, book night, tattoo appointment. Mad Season, what up? There went a 1.5 driver I'll never see again. I'll never see it again. No food or drink. You allowed to have water? I gotta get some more filament. I'm started printing another big project. Yeah, camera in vehicle, you know? I I I've seen some really cool stuff on short form where guys got articulated drivers that look amazing. And, if I can figure out a guy looking out the window and down at his tire, I just won the game. That's it. And looking around while he's in the um driver's seat, that'll be all right too. Looking up the hill, looking down the hill, that kind of stuff. And I think that will serve in the planes as well. So we'll see. I'd probably sell some stuff and get some gear one of these days. Yep. Right now I'm putting my resume together for the gas station. They need a pizza cook. Knitting clubs on Tuesday, so no conflict there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, honey chuck, I think that'd be fantastic. Even if I legit don't have the goggles attached to my head. I mean, if that would be cool too. I mean, I'll try it. Ah, Francis, sorry. You have to get it on the replay, dude. You ain't missing nothing. You still got our homies on Monday with the real flight fly in, all of our new friends at Urban. Um, yeah, there's streams all over the place. There's so many you can't keep up. I remember when we had a Hanger Rat network every day of the week was taken up by one of us. And it was almost hard to deal with. You've ordered Open IPC HD. Is that a FPV system, bro? Honey Chuck, send me a link to it. I don't know a thing about any of that, really. Um, I do I have seen a couple other influencers do a video on a system before, and it seemed like a fairly plug and play system, maybe a little clunky for planes, but RC Girl did a video on it, and I think probably RC Driver. I saw RC Girl's video on it, and I think also Josh Bardwell, one of the drone guys, threw one on a TRX-4. He just like slapped it on the top though and was testing range. I really want to see. I want the camera perspective from a scale location is what I want. Nice. Open source. On top of, does it have to tie in with your radio gear or is it independent? Because I'm all Spectrum. I get a computer, I can do a vid on FPV. Yeah, even if I know what I'm looking at too, I can see what's out there already as well. I just have no idea. It'd be a while before I can do any of that, honestly. I need to move some stuff. For sure. You're welcome, Olson. Yeah, man. And none of that's changing. I mean, I was flying and making videos before there was ever a live stream thing, you know? So I don't plan on stopping. I actually have a feeling that my desire to connect will be strong still. And the effort will go into more videos, which actually move the needle on the channel. The live streams, maybe there was a time they were a growth, factor. I don't really think so now, and that's okay. But the videos was always the main deal. But through all of this ups and downs of it all, the stream's been easy to show up for. Even if nothing else was happening, I show up for the stream. And so I want to do better than that. So if I'm not doing as many, and Wednesday will be more what I'm doing now, which is more trucks and 3D printing. So that's what it'll be. But I'm not quitting planes, but I'm not going to do 2 shows. 84-inch long MQ9. What's up, Peter Griffin? I'll still pop in though. See you guys on Wild Bill show. Me and Kelly are both going to be on Urban Legend on the 29th. Check us out there. Man, what did I see? Legend had a 0 they were promoting. Looks like a big wood dog. Is that electric also capable? I saw that big Legend 0. I think it was today on Facebook. Yeah. So did you guys get out and fly anything? Like I said, I got that thing fixed up. I just gotta, maybe I can fix the hinges. If I don't need foam tack, then I'm done. If I don't need foam tack or hinge tape, then I'm already fixed. I may be able to fix this without it. Good as new. Good as new, except for one aileron needs some attention. That's it. The hinges came out. It was super windy today, man. I was thinking about flying today because I was at the in-laws all day, but I would have took this over to their property, but it was just a windy mess. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for it. Big T28 in the mall, says boss. Nice. I got tape. All the hinges are in the wing except one. I kind of wish they were all in one side together, but that's all right. That's all right. That's okay. We're for the slow cure anyway on this. Get them lined up in their slots before I get the glue out. And we're going to do this. Flew a few drones. Olson, what's up, Victor? The you say the big camel was squirrely on your first flights, but your second one was all right. What did you do different? Michael Bear, this thing is a blast, man. It's one of those crashes that you have to almost make yourself pump the brakes, because if you're not careful, you'll just order another one. But I was like, it can be fixed. I just bought a new fuse, couple parts, good to go. And I do plan on doing a video on this, and then I'll share the repair and the crash in that video, and it'll be fun. Yeah. It is super fun. 1.1, dude, 3S or 4S. What's up, John? So you guys just coming on the show. Sunday, this is the last Sunday. The show's going to be on Wednesday from now on. Trucks and planes all together. It is what I'm doing. Wiggle Fingers got a maiden off on a version 2 A10. SR71 from Vic. Nice. John, I'm racing a Typhon for buggy this year and my low-C truggy. I'll probably still race short course, even though I feel like that outside driving is hard on the spur gear, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. I did not want that to happen. I did not want that to happen. So now they've all pulled out of their slots and I got to get them in right now. Okay. 2 out of 4 ain't bad. I think I can. I think I can. This is where you end up with it on your fingers and stuff. Okay. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. All right. Okay. So I still may use foam tack to fix the hinge. The foam hinge ripped, but the CA hinges ripped out, but I just fixed them. So as long as they hold, we're going to be all right. Well, that was easy. So this thing's ready to fly. As long as I can't pull the hinge out, I'm ready to go. Fixed. New fuse. I'm fairly certain I got the wiring right. I think I may need to add a little nub on the front of the battery hatch. But it still keys in pretty good. But I can pull it up from here if I'm not careful. So yeah, I'll have to shape a tiny little chunk of foam on the front, and then it will be ready. Typing Grom making a heck of a whine. Do you still have power to the wheels? Adjusted rates, a little less nervous. I wondered if you had to add any weight to the nose on the Camel. Yeah, who's counting? I have no idea how many of what I have at this point. Still got power to the wheels. Is there a slipper in that? So if there's a slipper, it could need tightened. If it's your spur and pinion, the teeth could be gone. A pinion can just be loose and the motor spins and winds, but then you don't have power to the wheels. Yeah. I mean, process of elimination, you know, if you got to try to figure out where it's at, right? If it doesn't sound like a diff thing, although it could be. But I definitely look at the spur and pinion first. Yeah. Make sure those teeth are good to go. And the pinion's tight. If that thing has a slipper, is there a slipper in those, John? I mean, I've got one, but I haven't had to have the part. What's up, Greg? Added more weight. Yeah, another quarter pound. No slipper. Yeah, then it's got to be. It's it. Wiggle the shaft on the motor where the pinion is, and make sure it's in there still firmly. If it's loosey goosey in the motor, that bearing's fried inside. It's done. Which is gonna cause a problem later, or already has, as far as the spur gear goes. If you do that looking around and you see nothing, then that has to send you into the diffs, which you just replace 2 of them for like $40. There's no really taking them apart and messing with them too much, I don't think. His is brushed, I'm pretty sure, John. Honestly, I wish I could hear it because that helps. I'm pretty sure he's got the brushed one as well. Yeah, the sand is definitely going to, especially a brushed motor that doesn't seem sealed up as good. It could be your fan going nuts too. Yeah, the spur and pinion, it should just be taken off this cover. Check out the exploded diagram, on the website. Yeah, I think all the replacements are full metal now. I'm not even sure you can get the plastic diffs anymore. I don't know. But I'd go with metal ones if that's what it is. But yeah. Yeah. The exploded diagram and even the parts list, is kind of nice to lay your eyes on. So you know what you're looking at when you get there, you know. Mini, yep, brushed. Difficult to taxi with tail skid, first plane like that, no authority to steer. Yeah, that's the brutal compromise. You get enough weight in the nose to fly good, but then you don't have enough in the tail to steer much. I would make sure I had a ton of elevator and rudder authority on the ground, especially since you don't have a wheel, you know? Yeah. But dude, I bet it's worth it once it's up in the air, a big bipe, dude. That'd be cool. I've seen those things fly in real life, even the big loud nitro ones, and they just hang, you know, hang. Pretty amazing. Yeah, move the weight as low as you can. Perfect idea. And you think about the datum line like a fulcrum, as long as it's below the datum, which is basically the prop shaft to the horizontal. And a lot of times the horizontal is going to have a little bit of negative incidence on it, but the datum is basically there. And if your weight's below that, that's going to help. And as low as it can be below that helps. Nice. Good. I remember two almost identically sized P-51 Mustangs, the FMS 1450 and the Freewing 1400. The Freewing 1400, the battery and the speaker system and all the stuff was almost as high as it could be in the fuse. And with the FMS 1450 Mustang, we switched the ESC to the ESC in the battery position. We switched it so we could put the battery even lower. And it was already lower out of the box, but even lower after the slight modification. We used to cut the front end up, I think, a little bit on the Mustangs. And then once they got the sliding battery tray, it is what it is anyway. But this was before the battery tray. and we'd put the ESC where they wanted the battery and the battery down low in the cowl, you know, uh, behind the motor as best as we could, and it helped a ton. But the free wing Mustang, the battery was right at the of the top of the cowl, the fuse right behind the spinner. And so it's the worst place. Nice. You pick up a Sprint local, man, or did you get it brand new? Those things are killer. I want one of those. It was fairly remarkable. I still want one, but I'm gonna be patient. Nice. Nice. I still have my late model Traxxas. So I have an oval car, at least one. So I'm all right for now. But the sprint car looks so scale and legit. Yeah. Nice. Folks are already the template for the die, the decals and stuff is on the site even now for them for making custom decals. It's kind of nice. Three Oaks. Where is that? Yeah, I like the off-road stuff. We'll see though. I never got to run. I only raced oval one time. It was at the shop. So I haven't been on a super dedicated oval track yet, but I'd like to. And for now, the Traxxas class is okay. I think I'd rather have a Mud Boss body though. Once this late model body gives it up, then I may go for Mud Boss body. Whatever's the most popular class in a way, to race with the most folks. I think is probably cool. Olson still has one more winter plane to maiden, the 1600 Spit. Excited for that. I had some fun making videos on that thing. That's a good one. It's floaty. It's floaty. I think I ended up mixing a little more down into it with flaps than it asked for, potentially. Yeah, the open wheel. I took the advice I was given and I went late model, but Mud Boss might have been the way. And bro, since I'm on a Traxxas, I'll just get the Traxxas Mud Boss body and call it a day. Whatever bracket hardware you need, and be done. It's gonna fit. It's on their stuff already. I'm on a Traxxas chassis. Low center of gravity, two-wheel drive. Let's go. I do like the tires that come on their Mud Boss, but I don't know if you're allowed to run them. Eddie K, what up, man? Yeah, guys coming late. This is the last Sunday. It'll be Wednesdays from now on. So next week, when you come by Sunday, no one's gonna be home. Listen to me, I'm the modified master. I would have liked to race you some more because I owe you one still. Dude, that Spitfire's flies amazing. It is floaty, but it can be mixed out. Flies great. Flies great. I know some guys think I'm nuts, but I really feel like depending on how you set them up, a Spitfire and a P40 can feel very similar. Don't be scared of the narrow gear because they're in a good spot. And that wing flies so good, bro. And it's so light. Yeah. If the wing loading is gonna be it's almost so good you'll be taken aback. Yeah, man, I'll go to 5-star. The P40B from FMS. I mean, to me, I've noticed similar character with them on the ground. I feel like they both can take a three-pointer or they both can take a two-wheel landing and don't care, you know? But I think they like the same approach. Kind of steep, not shallow, you know? So set them up so they deliver that for you. And there's probably still videos out there from me on it at various places. Plus, you can watch FMS P40 video and that big Spitfire video. I think I've got one or two of each of those here on the channel back in the, let's go look. Guarantee you there's a bunch of touch and goes and landings and stuff. That's why we're here in the first place. Back when I actually got to play with this stuff. Yeah, 5-star is where I'll go, John. I don't know, man. I'm pretty easy. Like I've only ever raced at the fun park and 5-star, and make if I can make it to one day a week, that's plenty. I do like I'm just better on 4-wheel drive out in the dirt, dude. The Truggy felt like driving a Basher. Yeah, if you're shallow, you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight it. Steepen up that descent and let it come on in on its own. Set it up so it'll follow its nose on either one of those. Butter. Dude, nothing flies like a Spitfire, dude. Keep your Creighton so you can let me beat you in the Truggy class. And then if you start talking mess about it was a Truggy instead of a Creighton, then I'll just beat you in my Creighton too. It's okay. You may get me on the oval, punk me out of the turn, but I will run you over on Truggy, dude. I don't care. Oops. And isn't that what's fun about it? Shoot, dude. I had you all day that day. That's what I'm bringing to the channel is mess talk. Bring it. We had a ball, bro. We had a ball. You had a super pro dial you in, and then you were finally in my way. Come on now. I'd never done it before. You better recognize talents. I'll race you. It'll be fun. Do you have a late model? You got a Traxxas something or other? John, we have fun, man. It's cool. I'll be glad to see you. I'll be glad to be out there again. I didn't really race this winter. As soon as I left, I kept showing up, and then I was just like, it's fine. And also because last summer I did some 4-wheel drive stuff, 8 scale, I was like, dude, this is where I want to be. Yeah, man. Yeah, come by Wednesday, talk your mess. Because we're going to be on, we're Wednesday showing it from now on. That way I got an extra night for my side hustle. I got a one of those ice cream bikes that I'm going to pedal around. You know, this will give me extra day to do it for RC money. Got an ice cream route. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Your IXR helps you win. I got a jamming device. That's cool. I'll just bring a microwave and fire up a bag of popcorn and you're done. Garage door opener. Got to get you up in the air, man. Here's the deal. If you beat me on the ground, I have to get you up in the air so I can beat you somewhere. You know? Olson, yeah. Float flying at Kelly's will definitely be happening this summer. So I still got my de Havilland up on float still. And he's got a ton of float planes. Dylan does too. Kirk does. Kelly does. Did you see our float video from last year with the Super Timbers and the Twin Timber? Me and Bobby? Excellent. Check that out. But yeah, yo, I'm gonna fly where I get to. And Kelly's my bud. And once it gets nice out, the boat will be out. So it seems like I don't know, maybe a Friday night kind of Saturday activity, you know? It's the kind of thing you don't want to rush it, you know? So like Saturday, the day seems appropriate. I have to get my boat fixed up too. Carbon Z Cub on floats. Yeah, he's got one. And I'll fly his. I'll want to leave mine on its wheels. But I'll fly. He's got one on floats. I think he's got a 150 as well. On floats. What lake? It's a river. It's like a very calm river, I guess. St. Joe, man, like right through Elkhart. But dude, that Super Timber video, honestly, I made it too long, but that video should have went nuts. I made it too long. I think it's like 25 minutes. If it's 10 minutes, it'd probably blown up. But it's good. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's St. Joe. Speaking of Carbon Z Cub, where do you like your battery? In the front. Shoot, man. You know, if I'm flying a 5,000 in the front, probably almost all the way. At least until I get used to it again, right? Like if I'm not flying all the time, I forget where I put it. So I throw it in the front, put my fingers where I think it should be, which is always fat of the wing, move it forward a little. But basically, when I load up the battery, if I like what I get, I go with it. Like there's no battery in this, and I'm balanced. No battery in it. And I'm like right there aft of the fat of the wing. And they always say 1/3 max chord, which is my thing is this. Where do they put the spar? Go there. But yeah, with a 5,000, I probably would be close to the forwardmost location. And if I were flying a 7,000, I'd probably move it back some. It didn't ever seem to matter what I did. That plane was fantastic. I still have it. And how many planes I've had when I still got it after all this time says a bunch, you know. My only complaint about that plane was it needs lights, which I can put on if I wanted to. I'd buy the Carbon Z Cessna 150 lights and put them on if I was going to do it. Yeah, if it's up in the front, you win, dude. That thing's amazing. And the float kits for the big Carbon Z Cub and the Carbon Z Cessna and some of their other things are the same, which is cool. I have a set of Super Timber floats that are doing jack for me at this point. I still hate it. I lost that one. It's what you get when the guy that works there tell you you shouldn't do it and you do it anyway. Yeah, man, it's like Elkhart. I forget what that road is it's off of, but Olson heard any man, I'm out of the loop, dude. I don't hear nothing. And honestly, you can't say anyway. If you knew, you can't say. So I mean, they're always doing something, it seems. It's a little bit of a weird time right now, I think, with projects and logistics, let's say. But, you know, like I said, we can talk about everything on Wednesdays. And same with comment sections. You know, I'm still, I think, fairly okay at answering questions in the comment sections of the real videos too. Unless it's something stupid or just if it's not a question, there's no why, how do you answer it, you know? But you can like and engage with comments. Might be time for a snack. Go ahead. You can eat something if you'd like. I'm playing with half of a peanut right now. I drilled a hole in it. That's what we do in the live stream. I drilled a hole in a peanut. Why would they ever call it lackluster? I don't know. Talking about snacks and drilling holes in peanuts. Last week, dude was talking about wet sanding in the shower. I don't know what's going on over there. Too much. Bring enough to share. Do I have a tap? I do. I could tap this out to 3 millimeters. Yeah. I'll cut this into 30 pieces so everybody can have a piece. That's what's up. Did you guys see the video I put out yesterday? I think it was. Kelly's Volkswagen bug truck. Pretty cool. Check it out. Actually, you talked about the show stuff in the video too. Any plans in the future of a Pilot Ryan fly-in? No. No. But I think as we get closer to, we ought to see if there's going to be one of the best things is the national. This sounds so big, but it's so small. The National Electric Fly-In in Muncie, not the fun fly at Muncie, but the Neffy show, a club in Anderson puts on. That's really the best time. I like those beef sticks. You have the link. Are you asking me if I have the link to them? Hit me Messenger, Facebook. I got rid of my website because it wasn't doing much. Yeah, the fly-in would just be, hey, I'm going to this show, and it's going to be the Muncie one. Makes sense for me to go to. Pretty low key, but where are you out of? Where are you at, Olson? I went last time hoping I could film and spent the whole time there. Ended up not getting to very much. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I think they're, for what that is, I think those are pretty good videos. And then up near Oshkosh, I mean, AMA is worth coming down to visit. You know, come and stay, camp. They've got hookups. They got the museum headquarters there for AMA. It's a great place. And it's low key enough that you're not going to get stomped all over by like corporate dudes, and you can actually fly at this thing. I mean, RC Fest is awesome, but you're going to watch the show. You're not going to be part of it. Yeah. So yeah, the Anderson Club, pretty low key, but we can keep an eye on it. And you know, come by the Wednesday show, you know, and visit. And Michael Bear, yeah, if you've got me on Facebook, dude, Messenger, or email me at info@pilotryanmedia.com. I can get that to you. I might be able to find it now. I mean, I still have all that stuff. It just doesn't do much. Who wants to schlep beef sticks or t-shirts all the time? Or links? Still have them. Wednesday show is going to be 9:30. Just like regular, but different day. And I do 9:30 because I refuse to miss another minute with my children. So it's going to be 9:30. Dude, homie's going to be 14. He's his own little man already. The girls are still under our wing, and so's he, but I ain't missing a lick of it. Not for this. What am I? Okay, yeah. Nick Sticks. All right, hold on a minute. I'll see if I can find it. I did save a ton of those old things. Um, I don't even know if I'm still a part of it. I'll have to check, dude. It's gonna be hard to find. I know I sent all these links to uh how do I search in a text? That's not it. Like in messages. Okay, here's links. Dang. Yeah, I don't know if I have it anymore. That's bamboo. Anyway, it's called Nick Sticks. So you like them, you can get them. Regardless of me, you know what I'm saying? You can get them still. All right, boss. See you later, dude. Up near Oshkosh. So what's that make it? 12 hours to Muncie? Conagan? What's that? Yeah, Eastern time, 9:30. Yep. No coffee. That's fine because it's 10:40. Let's check these hinges out real quick. I think that probably is all I need. Yeah, I honestly think it's going to be weird not having. I mean, I've done this show for a long time, and um, there we go. Fixed. Sweet. I just got to put a little bit of a tongue for the tongue and groove, key in the front of the battery hatch, and I'll be good to go because it'll look ugly with a piece of tape on it. So I'll fix it. little bit of foam or something. I'll fix it. So yeah, good. This thing's ready to go then. That thing would be fun on floats. No provisions for them. Of course it could be done, but when there's so many things that have it already, it's kind of hard to want to. But yeah, I'll get some more work done on Sunday nights. You know, it is the day before we all go back to work. Sunday was never my first choice, but again, because of racing, that's when I moved it. I did like Thursday, but it's worth it to have someone to do the show with. And Kelly and I both fly, and we both do trucks. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm pivoting into that. So I don't know if I'll have to rename the show or what. Probably should. Make somebody miss me for a minute. I mean, guys, I didn't leave. Like seamless transition from to here. It's not the worst thing. So now I can't type, don't have coffee or Sunday alibi. I mean, on Wednesday, we're not going to be float flying more than likely. Because it's the work week still for us. But I mean, that would be kind of weird live anyway, you know. It's the thing about the content is like you got some dope content, but it's mixed in with 2 or 3 hours of all this other mess, and so it's not it's just not going to get seen the same as if you make dedicated videos for it. Oh yeah, it's still hanger rats, man. It's still hanger rats. Even Wednesday, on the Thursday show, I've been signing off with that still. So I'm not sure I'll be able to quit that. Urban Legend Raid, Ground Assault. Hey, hopefully you can hear me. Next Sunday, you guys come over here to raid. No one's going to be here. I quit the Sunday show. If you watch my video I put out yesterday, I said it in the video. I am not going to do 2 streams a week anymore. It's going to be Wednesday only. And that way I can get Kelly on, because Kelly will commit to doing the show with me on Wednesdays. I'm not doing it by myself anymore. I've done it for 6 years, and I've seen channels like yours and other guys that have more than one dude do really well, and I want some of that or nothing. So yeah, thanks for coming over to raid me out on the last Sunday of RC Pilots Lounge. Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm on Thursday and you're on. Kelly has done a couple Thursdays with me, but Wednesday he can commit to every week. I'm doing it. So Sunday's going away. Thursday's going away. Wednesday night, it's going to be truck and airplane. Whatever I'm doing. Whatever we're doing. Kelly's a flyer too. Kelly was a flyer before he's a truck guy, just like me. So you guys got no excuse now. It's no stream jump at all. I want to see you guys on Wednesday, because I've done this too long to show up to too little. And bringing Kelly on with me, this will be all right. 9:30. 9:30 is my start time to join Tuesday's panel. I know me and Kelly are going to be on the 29th. We'll talk about it. I don't want to commit to anything other than like one show to, one thing at a time, to be honest. I got to get some other stuff done, But yeah, I think the fact that him and I both are flyers and truck dudes and 3D printers makes a lot of sense right now to bring it all into one thing. I initially launched Thursday just because I had so many airplane guys that would bellyache when I started talking about trucks. And so I started that. Well, bellyache all you want. It is what it is. One night a week. It's free content. It's fine. Yeah, Ty. I mean, honestly, I'll probably leave in here in a minute. We'll come check you guys out. Eastern time for me, 9:30 Eastern time. My kids are still little. That's bedtime. I'm not going to miss a minute with them. So 9:30 it is. I'd like to do a little earlier, but I'm not going to miss a minute. Me and the girls go to bed earlier, but my boy, he's the oldest. He stays up a little later. It's just me and him. Without the girls, no mom, we get to hang out. So I'm not missing a minute of it. So 9:30 is when it is. Dwayne, I don't know. You do the math, bro. I don't know what MST is, but if that's what you say so, I trust it. Google it. Carbon Z Cub floats. Yeah, same floats as the Carbon Z Cessna. What's up, Newts? Kelly and Ryan's planes and trucks flying. Yeah, I don't know. We'll think about the name. I'll think about the name. I'm nuts. None of you guys would ever want to work for me in the coming up for the name department. Ever. Because I'm super, super picky. So I'll stick with old tried and true and lame before I'll change it on a whim. I've changed it too many times. Bro, I spent a ton of money changing the name of it after we left Motion. Me and Mike paid a designer, branded it up, the whole thing. And then like Mike splits and I'm stuck Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike. And then it Pilot Ryan Media because I didn't know what else to do. And I'm glad I didn't change it with Bobby, because that nothing's lasting but me in it. And that's cool. That's fine. It is what it is. I don't know what we'll call it. I mean, I a little bit sarcastic, right? I mean, the truck show is what? My RC Tiny Truck Fab Garage Show episode live. It's the stupidest name ever. That's fine. It's not that important, Yeah, YouTube's not going anywhere. And apparently I'm not either. So it doesn't matter what I call it. So, yeah. This has been a long time coming. And I'm not quitting. I'm just consolidating back to one. And you're going to have to live with some truck stuff and 3D printing stuff. That's it. Yeah. And hey, just know it's going to be, I'm lo-fi. I'm not making thumbnails. I don't promote this show. I never really have. 9:30 Wednesday night. Come and see us if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. You can always watch it on replay too. But yeah, we're doing RC all the time. It just may not be what you're doing. Yeah, and that's all I'm trying to do is enjoy what I do. And you have to, I learned a long time ago that you can give all you got to something and it doesn't matter. Some joker's going to jump the fence to try to avoid paying the $3 cover charge. You know, when I had bands, you pour your heart and soul into it. Be a zombie the next day at your real job, and you got jerks sneaking in or jumping the fence that can't cough up $3 to split with two bands and eight dudes. You can't put a whole lot of weight in that, you know? It's fine. Posterity, bro. Yeah, thanks, man. I don't know if Kelly's got a direct way to contact him, but he's got a channel, KK76 RC or something, right? He changed the name. It was Kelly Klein. Now it's I think I put it in the description. I'm not gonna see it, will I? Hold on, let me see. But yeah, yesterday's upload of the bug truck, go check it out if you haven't. Um KKRC76. Yeah, I put a link to his channel in the description of this and yesterday's video. It's under the Bamboo Lab affiliate link. And pop in on Wednesday or whatever. I mean, custom orders are nothing we've done yet, or really even necessarily uh trying to do, but I would definitely ask him. Francis, yeah, that exists and somebody has done that in real life. You can find them. Real ones. Resto mod. Um yeah, they're out there. They look pretty good. Kelly's looks so good. It doesn't necessarily scream right away that this is not factory, right? It looks legit. And so yeah, it isn't painfully obvious that this is a kit bash when you see it. Yeah, yeah, it looks like it belongs together, you know? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so this is just a change. It's not a goodbye, but I mean, kind of in a way. I can't decide what I'm gonna name it or whatever like that. I hate to even say it out loud that RC Pilots Lounge is done, but kind of is. you know, kind of is. There's the Facebook group still, you know, and these will live on, on YouTube as a replay. I don't know why you'd watch it afterwards if you weren't in it, you know. And then if you watch it on a replay, it's always been all about you guys and riffing back and forth. So only if I've done a good job to echo back what it is I'm responding to would it make any sense to listen to really after the fact at all. So, just like the dinosaurs. Briefs to boxers. Yeah, nailed it. That's it. I'm fitting a split though. It's been real. Just mixing it up a little bit. One of these a week is probably good enough. And it's been amazing. But I want to, it's just so much fun having a live person to do it with. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm pivoting so I can. So that's what's up. That's what's up. And it gives me that extra night a week to pedal ice cream. Literally pedal ice cream. Yeah. Dad knows what I'm talking about, man. There was a guy in town that had a fleet of those. Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, Dad, me too. Dad, you know I've been for a minute, and I know how much you enjoy it, bro. So Dixie. The person? What? I don't know if you're trying to tell me something, but you can text me if you are. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks. It's been crazy. It's been real lackluster, that is. Fred, Sunday show's done. Wednesday only. Did you just get here? Dixie. It was Riley, bro. Gary Riley had the bike deal on the you just got here. Yeah, Fred, dude. Wednesday nights, 9:30. Me and Kelly, Airplanes and Trucks, one show. Sunday night has got to go. Same with Thursday. So that's what's happening. I have to make that pivot to keep it's the only way I could get Kelly to commit to basically weekly. And so that's what we're doing. I want to do a show I don't want to do it by myself anymore. So that's what's up. That's what's up. We'll see you guys on Monday nights. And hopefully I make some more videos and get off the lives. Like I said, I mean, knowing the live is coming all the time, it's been really easy to be super lazy about videos for real. So that's kind of exciting. Get out there and fly some stuff and make some videos, stuff that moves the needle on the channel. If this is a side hustle, which it is, I've done this a long time. It makes a little bit. I need a little bit. So this ain't doing it. So, oh yeah, I'm flying, bro. I'm still flying. Kelly lives on the water. We float fly at his place. I'm still going to be flying. It's just I don't have to do the new releases all the time. I don't have to keep up anymore. So it's going to be like it was before when I was shifting gears from working for one company into influencer where I didn't have anything going on. You guys have to get loud about what it is you want to see done. And then we'll fly what's in the hangar and fiddle around with what's in the hangar. I mean, honestly, if I was a a YouTube whore for views, I'd be 3D printing planes and flying them. They get stupid views. But I don't want to do that unless I like it. So this is the brand. You know it. We fly what's not. We fly what's we want to fly, what's good. We're missing out on all kinds of stuff that's not. And we're now missing out on all kinds of stuff, good and bad, because I don't have to deal with the new releases right now, really, which is cool. What's up, Lyndon? I'm about to go. Are you guys still on at Urban? Seriously, I'm not. I got money spent on other stuff, bro. I this truck thing and some of this other fabrication work I want to do. And I want to work with what I have. I want to get cameras in the trucks, in the planes, FPV, immersive stuff to make the videos different and better than what I'm going to be able to do by myself with a hat cam. I'm not trying to do hat cam videos for the planes. I'll use it, but I got to do something to make it worth watching if I'm going to go to the effort at all. So, and it's got to be repeatable. Not every video can be an Academy Award winning thing. So if I can implement some technology into me flying by myself wherever and make a dope video out of it, I just won the game. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. And the cool thing about me and Kelly on Wednesday, we both fly. We both are doing these trucks bashing, and he's going to race with us this summer. So it's really about, all of the RC stuff we're doing. All right, John, see you later. And I'm rolling. It's a little bit weird. I will probably still sign off like this because I can't think about letting it go. But I'm going to roll. So I'm out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. And next time is going to be Wednesday at 9:30. Check out the video release from yesterday. Check out and support your friends on YouTube. Will Real Flight fly Monday night on Wild Bill's channel? And check out Urban the other day. Is going to be on there on the 29th with Kelly. Link to Kelly's channel in the description. Link to the companies I still have affiliates with in the description. It's been real. Been real fun. We'll see you. We're out of here in, I've already done it, but I'm doing it again. 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Boom.